If this happens, not in the market, not in the headlines, but in your awareness, gold at 8,500 and silver at 500 will no longer sound impossible. It will sound logical. It will sound inevitable, because price doesn't move first. Belief moves first. Vision moves first. Preparation moves first. Most people only notice silver when it's already trending, expensive, and safe. But wealth is never built in safety. It is built in foresight. Years ago, I met a man who lived simply, spoke quietly, and bought silver when others were laughing at it, month after month without noise. And today, he doesn't chase opportunity. Opportunity finds him. Because silver doesn't reward excitement. Silver rewards discipline, and silver is not just a metal. It is stored patience, compressed value, and silent power waiting for recognition. Every great transformation begins when someone chooses long-term thinking over short-term pleasure, like the investor who bought silver instead of a luxury watch, the entrepreneur who stacked ounces instead of chasing trends, the family that chose assets over appearances. They weren't lucky, they were prepared, and preparation always looks boring until it looks brilliant. Silver is used in technology, medicine, energy, and the future, yet it trades like it belongs to the past. And that imbalance never lasts forever, because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Gold leads and silver follows faster and stronger. And when silver moves, it doesn't walk, it runs. Silver doesn't make you rich, your decisions around silver do. Because wealth is not about what you buy, it's about why you buy it. One young investor started with one coin to respect his future self, and that habit became consistency. Consistency became confidence, and confidence became financial freedom. Not overnight, but permanently, because silver teaches patience, and patience teaches power. Storms always transfer wealth from the impatient to the prepared. And money flows toward those who think long-term, while freedom flows toward those who act early. Silver is not about price. It is about position. So stop waiting for perfect certainty. Stop asking if silver is guaranteed, and start asking if you are disciplined enough to benefit. Build quietly, prepare calmly, choose assets over applause, because years from now you won't remember the price you paid. You'll remember the life it helped you build. And when people ask how you knew, you'll smile and say, I didn't know, I just believed early and acted consistently. Because silver is not just an investment, it is a reminder that the patient always rise, the prepared always win, and your future is still waiting for the decision you make today. If this happens, not in the market, not in the headlines, but in your awareness, gold at 8,500 and silver at 500 will no longer sound impossible. It will sound logical. It will sound inevitable, because price doesn't move first, belief moves first, vision moves first, preparation moves first, and most people never realize this until they are already standing behind the crowd, watching opportunities pass, like trains they were too afraid to board. Most people only notice silver when it is already trending, already expensive, already comfortable to talk about. But wealth is never built where comfort lives. Wealth is built where courage and foresight quietly exist, in decisions that feel small today but become legendary tomorrow. Years ago, I met a man who didn't look rich at all. He drove a simple car, wore simple clothes, and spoke with a calm confidence that didn't need approval. But when silver was ignored and everyone laughed at metals while chasing digital hype and fast profits, he bought calmly, month after month, without emotion, without pressure, without noise. And today he doesn't chase opportunity. Opportunity recognizes him because silver doesn't reward excitement. Silver rewards discipline. And discipline is the habit of showing up even when nobody is watching. Silver is not just a metal sitting in a vault. It is stored patience. It is compressed value. It is silent power waiting for recognition. And every ounce represents a decision to believe in tomorrow more than today. Every great transformation begins when someone chooses long-term thinking over short-term pleasure, when someone decides that temporary comfort is not worth permanent regret, when someone understands that real wealth is built in seasons of doubt, not in moments of applause. The investor who bought silver instead of a luxury watch wasn't denying himself pleasure, he was choosing future freedom. The entrepreneur who stacked ounces instead of chasing trends wasn't missing opportunities. He was creating security. The family that chose assets over appearances wasn't boring. They were building a foundation strong enough to protect generations. They weren't lucky, they were prepared, and preparation always looks boring until it looks brilliant, until time reveals what patience was quietly creating. Silver lives in technology, in medicine, in energy, in defense, in electronics, in the future. Yet it is priced like it belongs to the past, and that contradiction cannot survive forever because reality always catches up with value. History doesn't repeat, but it whispers lessons to those who listen, and those lessons say that gold moves first. Silver follows stronger, faster, sharper. And when silver moves, it doesn't walk, it runs, leaving behind those who waited for confirmation. But the truth most people miss is that silver doesn't make anyone rich. Decisions do, discipline does, mindset does, because wealth is not about what you buy, it is about why you buy it. and why you hold it when others doubt it, and why you stay calm when others panic, and why you keep building when others keep talking, and why you keep preparing when others keep postponing, and why you trust your vision even when the world hasn't validated it yet, because awareness always comes before abundance, and conviction always comes before confirmation. And the moment you understand this, silver stops being just a metal and starts becoming a reflection of how seriously you take your future. Every great transformation begins when someone chooses long-term thinking over short-term pleasure, when they decide that comfort today is not worth struggle tomorrow, when they understand that discipline is a form of self-respect. The investor who bought silver instead of a luxury watch was not sacrificing happiness. He was delaying it with intention. The entrepreneur who stacked ounces instead of chasing trends was not afraid of risk. He was choosing calculated patience. The family that chose assets over appearances was not trying to impress anyone, they were trying to protect their future. None of them were lucky, they were prepared, and preparation always looks boring until time exposes how powerful it truly is. Silver exists inside technology, medicine, energy, defense, electronics, and every system that shapes tomorrow, yet it trades as if it belongs to yesterday, and that gap between value and recognition is where opportunity quietly lives. History never repeats in the same way, but it always leaves patterns for those who are willing to observe. And those patterns show that gold moves first, and silver follows with greater speed, greater force, and greater impact. When silver moves, it does not move gently. It moves with urgency, rewriting expectations and reshaping beliefs. But silver alone does not create wealth, because wealth is built by the discipline to act before proof appears, by the courage to hold when others doubt, by the clarity to separate emotion from strategy. One young investor once started with a single coin, not because he was confident, but because he wanted to become someone who honored his future. And that single decision slowly became a habit, and that habit became identity, and that identity shaped his financial direction. Silver teaches patience in a world addicted to speed, and patience slowly builds inner power that cannot be shaken by noise, opinions, or short-term movements. Market storms do not destroy wealth. They relocate it, always moving it from those who react emotionally to those who remain mentally prepared, from those who chase excitement to those who respect consistency, from those who wait for certainty to those who understand that certainty is created after action. One young investor once told me, "I started with one coin, not because I was sure, but because I wanted to respect my future self." And that small, deliberate choice became the foundation for everything that followed. That single coin grew into consistency. Consistency grew into confidence, and confidence grew into financial freedom. Not overnight, but through the steady compounding of decisions made with intention. Silver teaches patience in a world that rewards speed, and patience teaches power in ways that sudden gains never can. Another entrepreneur I know lost everything once. Business failed, savings gone, confidence shaken. But instead of chasing risky shortcuts or looking for quick fixes, he built quietly, steadily, month after month, year after year, through small, deliberate purchases, through small, consistent actions that eventually accumulated into security, stability, and freedom. Today, he doesn't panic when the market crashes. He doesn't chase the headlines. He smiles because he understands cycles, and he understands that storms transfer wealth from the impatient to the prepared, from the reactive to the disciplined, from those who follow trends to those who set them. Silver is not just a price on a chart. It is a reflection of decisions, a mirror of discipline, a test of long-term thinking. Money flows toward those who understand this, and freedom flows toward those who act early and wisely, toward those who focus on position over timing, and who respect the process over the promise of instant gain. Position yourself where the future is going, not where the crowd is standing, because if you wait for perfect certainty, opportunity will always pass before you recognize it. The real investment is not in silver itself, but in mindset, in habits, in the ability to choose patiently, act consistently, and hold steadily, knowing that wealth is created quietly, compounded slowly, and reinforced through decisions made with clarity rather than emotion, with purpose rather than impulse, and with vision rather than distraction.